Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to learn how to change our desktop background. Some people call it a wallpaper. This one that Windows gives us is pretty cool. It's called, I think, Windows Spotlight. You can even learn a little bit about the picture that they send to you. Looks like it's Barcelona. If you hover over top of it, you can see some of the details. But I don't really like a lot of these photos. They're too busy. You've got a bunch of icons on your screen. You've got the problem of searching through the sea of photo to find the icons. I like my backgrounds to be more of a solid background. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to change those. First things first, if you have the ability, like if you're going to go out and download a picture to use as your background, try and find one that's the size of your screen resolution. The way to find your screen resolution is to right click anywhere here on the desktop, click on display settings, and you'll notice that mine is grayed out right here. It's this display resolution. Mine is grayed out because I chose this resolution. I'm running this computer as a virtual machine. I don't have any other options. Your computer will probably have other options, but I would keep it to whatever Microsoft says is the recommended resolution. But yeah, just keep track of these numbers right here. And when you're searching for desktop backgrounds, make sure you find some that are that size or a little bit bigger because you can scale it down a lot easier. I'm going to show you what happens if you have something like a family photo that's off of an old digital camera or an old phone that's not the same size. Like say it shows up as that big on your screen. I'll show you how to kind of make it look a little bit better and keep it from stretching that photo out and making everything look super grainy. You can enjoy the original resolution of the photo without having to stretch it out. Okay, so first things first, I always put the photos for my desktop backgrounds in my pictures folder. These are two that I have on here as examples. I always just put them in here because when you go to set your desktop background, it will actually automatically open to this folder. So it just makes things easier. Okay, so just like you did before, find some blank space on your desktop and right click. We're going to click on personalize now. And I'm going to show you the photo that fits my screen resolution first. So we'll go ahead and click on background here. And right here, you can see that Windows Spotlight option is checked. We want to change that to picture. Now that we've done that, you can see this browse photos button, and that's what should open up to your pictures folder. So I'm going to go ahead and select the YouTube background that I used for my last video. I know if you hover over it, it says that it's 1920 by 1080. So we'll go ahead and choose that picture. And you'll see the preview changes here, kind of shows you what it'll look like. But if you minimize the screen, you can see what it looks like, and it's meant to be that size, so it just fits perfectly. But what happens if you have oh, it's doing this to me again. Let's reopen, personalize here. What happens if you have a family photo and you want to be able to use it as your background, but it doesn't quite fit the screen? So you can see here how this is stretched out. I'm going to minimize this again, hope it doesn't get stuck, but you can see the pixelation here. It's just that picture's been stretched. The computer's trying to fill the voids with data, but you can see how it's kind of square, little tiny squares of data. The way to avoid that, go back into settings. Oh my heavens. Okay, obviously I am having issues with my virtual machine. I'll go back into personalize, go back into the background. Okay, so you've got another option here. Choose a fit for your desktop image. Now you can do fit, fill, stretch, all of those things. Tile will just take the original photo and make a bunch of the photo across your screen. I'll actually show you that real quick. So it's the original file resolution, but instead of stretching it, it just fills it with other copies of it. And if you like the way that looks, you can definitely do that. But I would come to center. So you can see that it centers it on the screen. One thing that you can do is choose a color that is already in your photo and use that as a background. Honestly, I think the black background kind of looks dull, so I would choose something else. But you can see how it changes the color in the background, and it actually kind of makes it look a little bit better. We'll minimize this for the last time. And I don't think that looks too bad. It's, it's not filling the full screen, and that's kind of sad. But with a lot of those older cameras, the resolution's just not high enough to be able to fit the photo. Hopefully this helped you out. I hope I earned your subscription today. If I did, or even if I didn't, please like the video. I would appreciate that. If you have any questions or you have any ideas for videos, a topic that you want covered, go ahead and leave that in the comments and I'll work on making that video. But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good night.